Okay, this is Jordan B. Peterson perspective on constructivism. Constructivism, basic idea. Um, where does your personality come from? Uh, how do you create a personality? What are the dictating factors? Um, your model of the world. Uh, the way you see the world is the way you react to it. Um, not physically see the world, but what you expect from it, what's true to you. Um, epistemologies. Epistemologies is the theory of valid knowledge. Knowledge is fact. How do you decide what's fact? Uh, to know is to act. Um, what you consider fact is what you're willing to base action off of. Um, so, for something to be factual, you have to be willing to act on it. Um, act, the definition of act is to transform the world. What you're willing to invest your energy, your attention, your life into, how you're willing to move forward in the world. To act is to transform the world. Fundamental questions. Um, uh, what do you base your judgments off of? How do you judge the world around you? Um, how do you value it? How do you decide what's good and what's bad? Um, what to do? What are your norms? What would you say is normal to you, and how do you prove that that is um, that you are who you say you are? That the actions, that what you say is true. Um, how do you validate what you say? Uh, and fundamental question is how how are your norms valuable to the pursuit of science? Science is the study of life, of the world around you, of reality. How do you do your part to uncover the world, to discover the world? Um, yeah, what do your norms have to do with the value of science? Um, how to know what is true? Uh, what is your expected outcome? That's how you how what do you rely on? What do you have faith in? That's what's true at the end of the day. Truth is determined by action, what you're willing to move forward with, um, what you believe, which the action that you're willing to take. Um, how to know when you are living a good life. Boom, valuable stuff. Um, when you can live without the threat of arrest or harm. When the actions you take are completely voluntary. That's how you know you're living a good life. When you're not under the threat. When you're not under threat. How people work are all okay. This is the basics of why people act the way that they do. Um, we're we're all part of the human race, right? We're all working together to move forward in life. Um, but at the same time, we're trying to climb that ladder, right? The social economical ladder. So how do we compete with each other, try to one up each other, but still work towards a common goal, work together? How do we still remain a team? How uh, rules at the end of the day. Rules, we have a set of rules that we can rely on that makes the future predictable. Um, Law and order, if you will. Um, and a unified goal, of course. We're all working towards the same goal, and because of that, we're able to get along. That goal being life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, right? Um, why even be alive, right? Why what's the point? Well, people play the game of life, if you will, because um they believe that they can win. That's the only reason to play any game, is because you have a chance to win. You have a chance of happiness. Everyone equally, uh, whether you're on top of the world or whether you're in the deepest gutter. If you're alive, it's because you can win. You can still survive. You can still be happy. So that's the point. That's the point of. That's why people are alive. It's because deep down they know that they can survive. They can thrive. Um, Equilibrium, in a sense, is a balance. That's what society requires. That's what any society requires, is um, for the highs and the lows to have enough in common to harmonize. um, Common peace, if you will. Okay. Um, when you look at the world, you only see things that help you move forward. Um, uh, yeah, to help you reach a goal, right? The only reason to move forward is to reach a destination, to reach a goal. Um, so when you look at the world, you're seeing things that help you move forward. Um, and in turn, oh, okay. When you look at the world, you see things that help you reach your goal. And each step that you get closer to your goal brings you happiness. That's what makes you happy. The pursuit of a goal. Um, and in turn, when you look at the world and you see obstacles, that's what makes you sad, depressed, and all that bad stuff. You're seeing obstacles that are preventing you from moving forward. Um, that being said, that's all you focus on things that help you move forward. So a huge majority of the world you're completely blind to because that doesn't matter to you in a sense. It's not useful for your forward movement. Um, Most things have no value at all to you in a sense. Um, okay. Um, when you don't have a goal, everything becomes possible. Um, when everything is possible, uh, survival is first, right? When anything's possible, that's where the nightmares come in, the uncertainty. The more uncertain you are, the more it requires for your body to be alert, to be able to respond to immediate danger. Um, that sense of immediate danger comes from not having a goal. When you have a goal, you have something to focus on, something positive. When you have no goal, um, the whole world is kind of, you feel the sense, the existentialism, um, and with that comes extreme stress, extreme possibilities, and when you're in that state of extreme stress, your body is so alert, it doesn't have time to um, cleanse itself. Like that's how you get sick. That's how you develop illnesses. Is you're constantly stressed, constantly alert. Your all your body's energy is focused on the moment. It doesn't have time to deep clean, if you will. And cancer is just an excess build. It's blood clots that are unnecessary, um, and that comes from always having a surge of energy. In the long term, it causes extreme illnesses. Um, so yes, it's necessary to have a goal to for happiness, to move towards something. When you move towards something, um, brings you happiness. Constantly, body build up the social economical hierarchy. Um, the dominance hierarchy, as some people refer to. When you're at the top, that means your vision of the world, the way you see the world, is accurate. The actions you take are bringing positive reward, which puts you on a at the top of the hierarchy, right? Your frame of the world is accurate, so your actions are rewarded. Um, at the people at the bottom of the hierarchy, um, their their frame, the way that they look at the world, is not accurate enough for to produce positive results. Um, People at the bottom of the hierarchy, uh, their their mentality is the way they see the world is inaccurate in a sense. If it was accurate, it would produce positive results. You would climb in the hierarchy. The reason you're not climbing in the hierarchy is because your actions aren't producing the results that you expected. What you expect is based off of your outlook on the world, on what's possible, on what's relative. Um, if nothing you do works, then the way you see the world needs to change. If you if nothing you do works, you never know what to expect. Causes stress, insecurity, alertness, causes extreme alertness, causes uh, sickness and death. Um, and this is all true even if you have financial stability. This has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do on of your position in life, is on how you see the world, your ability to see the world, and your ability to react to the world. It has everything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with the amount of money you have. Um, yeah, we'll leave it at that, and hopefully, hopefully some of it sticks and was understandable. Ciao.